Point. Kimberly Borie, the owner of the salon, and Jessica Grigsby is one of the day makers at.
Absolutely.
And I want to welcome you, ladies, to Coastal Daybreak.
Thank you.
And while we could talk all day about hairstyles, just looking at this mop I have on top of my head here, something extremely special, I think. And I learned about this when you came into the chamber office a few weeks ago, signing up and joining the Swansboro Area Chamber of Commerce. Sensory Sundays. Tell us
Yeah.
about that. Jessica, tell us about that.
Yeah, and we're also adding a few evenings. We saw a need in our community, and we are opening after hours at no extra cost just to help extraordinary, exceptional family members. Anybody with a sensory issue or, that neurodivergent, anybody, there's a need, we want to help fill it. That's all.
Now, some folks may not be familiar with the terms exceptional children, people, or just getting a hairstyling, or for that matter, even like a pedicure or a manicure. But what are some of the things that folks who are exceptional can't deal with in a normal salon setting, and what do you do to make it different?
Well, there's tons of things, and they're all triggered by something, but even high functioning kids that are on the spectrum or ADHD or any kind of learning deficiency, really, it's not a disability, it's just a different ability. And certain sounds, smells, and just the atmosphere or change in routine can really trigger a lot of those conditions in these exceptional folks. So, we are going to limit all interactions. It's going to be a one-on-one appointment. We believe beauty is a human right. Everybody has, and it's not just hair, it's just the connection that you make with folks in the community. And we believe that it's a basic human right to feel good.
Now, as you started thinking about Sensory Sundays, and these are going to start not necessarily. It's not etched in stone. Has to be Sunday. Could be
It could
some
be
some
other
other
days,
some
yeah,
other
or
days.
evenings when the kids are out of school and the parent needs a one-on-one appointment with the stylist.
Hmm.
They can have a room by themselves that they can come in, and their children will be protected.
And you're going to kick this off in October, real
October.
soon. So that's next week,
Yep.
basically, right? Okay. When did you start thinking about this Sensory Sundays?
Well, I've been exposed to, the profession we're in, we're exposed to people. You hear the best things about people and the worst things about people, and just clients voicing the need and the how hard it is to get, certain family members in and out of salons. We are handicap accessible.
Hmm.
We have a ramp. Our doors are wide enough. We are a smaller, more intimate salon, so it made sense. And so we, again, we're
So it was feedback, or you were hearing your clients as you're working on their nails, or you're doing their hair. They're telling, just like in any other setting, they talk. You just
Yeah.
and you have a relationship with your clients, and they start telling you about friends, family members, associates, people they know that have special needs, but can't come into a normal
Normal salon
salon
because
setting.
it's loud. You got hair dryers
Yeah.
going, people are
It's bright.
talking, and it's
Yeah.
bright, and the lights you need. Sometimes children just can't, or adults can't be in that kind of environment, so
Mm-hmm.
they rather have a one-on-one.
Now, Shades of Color Hair and Nail Salon. It's located, for folks, it's in Cedar Point, and it's 1102 Cedar Point Boulevard. Probably the marker that you would see driving by would be the Molly-made cars parked at the
34
frontage
And 34 North.
and 34 North. So they're in that little, it's like a Western Village almost.
Yeah.
So you're the second structure in,
Yeah, right.
and it's 1102 Cedar Point Boulevard. When you started, so you hear people talking about it in your salon about this need. What did you find when you reached out to the schools? You reached out to base officials. Did you find we have a real need for this, and we have X number of students talking about the schools, or X number of families on base? Jessica, what did you find?
There are programs around here, but they're also overwhelmed. We're putting this out there. We hope other salons can follow suit because, again, we want to help as many folks as we can, but I think it, again, is just a basic human right. We should be, open for everybody to come in and have their day made in a safe, one-on-one, unique experience. Sometimes it's not just getting their hair cut; it's getting them, in a routine. And we're in it to win it with the community. She's a homegrown girl, has her business here. It's a family business, so we want to help families.
I think it's terrific. When I first met you for the first time, I was struck by that. That was just quite amazing that a small business would take upon themselves this opportunity to help others that up until this point perhaps never had the ability or the availability to go to a salon and get the treatments that a lot of us take for granted.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's cool. We're talking with Kimberly Borie and Jessica Grigsby, both of Shades of Color Hair and Nail Salon. Kimberly is the owner, does the nails there, and Jessica is one of the day makers, the stylists at the salon. And the program is called Sensory Sundays. Let's take a break here, Ross. When we come back, I want to ask you how people, if they're hearing this for the first time, can reach out to you and get scheduled for an appointment, how that all will work. And we'll have that conversation after this brief timeout. Again, we're talking with Kimberly Borie and Jessica Grigsby, Shades of Color Hair and Nail Salon. I want to hear about the derivation of the word, of the name of the business, too. I think that's an interesting story, too. We'll be right back after this brief timeout. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Coastal Daybreak. We're talking with Kimberly Borie and Jessica Grigsby from Shades of Color Hair and Nail Salon in Cedar Point, who is embarking on a program beginning in October called Sensory Sunday. It's for exceptional people that up until this point may not feel comfortable going into a salon or any other type of business because of all of the stimuli, I guess is a proper way of saying it. And they are going to accommodate folks to come into the salon and have their hair done or their nails done free of charge if they if they have that trait. So I think that's very cool. Now we've kind of laid out how you arrived at this, Jessica and Kimberly, and found that there is a need for it. And you heard it firsthand from your clients who were saying, "Hey, my neighbor, my son, my nephew can't come to one of these places because of the lights, the hair, the heat, the noise, and all that." So now, how can people get on your calendar if people hearing this have a child or a loved one, or they know somebody that might benefit from this? What's the next step? How can they reach out to you to get scheduled, and how does that all work?
Well, we do have a Facebook, and we also have a phone number, that anybody can call, and we'll just take down appointments. And do you want me to?
Oh, I have the phone number here.
Okay.
So you have the Facebook page is Shades of Color Hair and Nail Salon, and the phone number to reach the salon for Sensory Sunday, or if you just wanted to get your hair styled or your nails done, of course, 252-764-2343 is the number. It's in Cedar Point, 1102 Cedar Point Boulevard. It's kind of sandwiched next to Molly Maid and then 34 North, that fine a bar. It's a bar at the end of the road there. It's nice.
I think it's a brewery.
It's a brewery. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's special. It's cool.
Yeah.
252-764-2343 at 1102 Cedar Point Boulevard. So you can make your appointment. Sensory Sunday, it's the brand, it's the name, but it doesn't necessarily have to take place on Sunday. They're kind enough to accommodate the schedules of people, because we know different schedules for different folks. So it's really cool. I hope that when you get into this and you're going to start doing this in October, which is next week, that you'll come back and give us an update of how it's been. I mean, the response could be just massive. Yes. And like you said, Kimberly, perhaps other salons that are hearing this or learn about it, the success that you're having, may open it up to open up their doors to folks as well too.
Yes, I think that would be great.
Yeah, we definitely want to push collaboration instead of us being against other salons. We're not trying to compete with anybody. We want the more people in the community that we can all help, the better off everybody's going to be.
Yeah. And if you were telling me that you reached out to base officials, they have families down there. So
Yeah.
I mean, so people are coming as far away, as Jacksonville out to Cedar Point. And like you said, there's a lot of salons in between that area. So there's a lot of need for it. You're not trying to undercut your competition. Now, I want to ask you, Kimberly, as a small business owner, how long have you been in the business?
I've been in the nail business for 29 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do all the manicures and pedicures, but I do everything vegan. I do no artificial nails at all. So, and I felt like there was a need for something all natural.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
I do all natural, and my products are all vegan.
How did you survive the last whatever it was 15, 16 months? Your industry
We
got
got hit
hammered.
hard.
Got
we
hammered.
got hammered. So we've done everything we can to keep the salon safe. And we have the air purifiers and everything to keep ourselves safe, plus our clients safe. And sanitation is number one list on I drive the girls crazy.
Well, it's always been like that,
Yeah.
hasn't it,
Yeah.
Jessica? In the business you're in.
Yes.
Sanitation
It
is
is.
80% of what we do every day,
Right.
long before COVID. 10% is actually doing the hair and the
Mm-hmm.
nails and making the days, but 80% of what we do is sanitation.
Yeah, even
It has
in
to
the
be.
before time,
Yes,
you had to reach a high standard. So,
Yes.
takeaways from COVID. I mean, you're keeping it even above those old standards, just because of
Absolutely.
what COVID has. How did you arrive at the name Shades of Color
Color.
Hair and Nail
My
Salon?
grandfather's name was Shade, so that's where it all started from.
That's neat. That's neat. All right, where are you from originally?
I am from Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And what was your grandfather's name?
Shade Smith, yes.
Shades Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
So,
That's cool. That's cool. And I understand your father passed recently, but he served in the Marine Corps.
my stepfather was in the military, and my real father, Marvin Willis, is a native of Morehead City.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
Very good. So
So-
you're a local
I'm
girl.
just a local girl.
Local
Yep.
girl. Now, Jessica, I know you're from out of state. You're from upstate New York, right?
Well, I just came from a salon in New York, but I also lived in Onslow County half of my childhood. I've come home. I raised 5 kids.
Okay.
2 were in the Marine Corps,
Yeah.
and my daughter went to college in South Carolina, so we were ready to head home
Very
and
good.
come back south.
You want to give a shout out to your Marine sons? I think one's listening.
Well, I have one on the USS Iwo Jima, and I have another one just in the field on Camp Lejeune.
Oh, very good, very good. The Iwo Jima is part of the 24th Muse, so
Absolutely.
the rest of the Mew will be coming back to Onslow County. I know some of them have already arrived back, but some are still back on the boat.
Well, I have one at Parris Island, South Carolina, in boot camp that graduates in about a month. So
Very good.
yeah, the Marines got my sons.
Well, it sounds like you have a busy fall planned with Sensory Sundays kicking off in October and a son soon to graduate from boot camp down in Parris Island. So you're going to be burning it at both ends, it sounds like.
Yeah, and we're doing the Mullet Festival.
We'll be at the Mullet Festival this year.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, what will you be doing there? Will you be talking about Sensory Sunday?
We will. We're going to offer free braids and feathers. It's just going to be for a donation. A donation we're going to put into whether we have to get something through for our Sensory Sundays, because it's more than just showing up and turning off the radio. There are things that, we're going to have to occur and stuff like that. We're not charging anything extra
Yeah.
for folks to come in.
That's
so
great.
we're just taking on everything ourselves.
Okay.
So.
Well, let's wrap up. I think this is a wonderful program. I want to hear how it unfolds and what's some anecdotal stories, some success stories that come out of this. We've been talking with Kimberly Borie and Jessica Grigsby, Shades of Color Hair and Nail Salon at 1102 Cedar Point Boulevard in Cedar Point. Is going to be doing Sensory Sundays, but it's for exceptional needs individuals who can't go to a normal salon because of all the distractions. You can make an appointment, and it'll be free of charge for that individual to get their hair, their nails done. Call 252-764-2343 for more details. They also have a Facebook presence, Shades of Color Hair and Nail Salon, and you can communicate off of that platform as well. Ladies, I think this is fantastic, and that's why I wanted you to come in this morning and tell the audience about this fine program, and small business owners in Cedar Point. I think it's all terrific.
Well, thank
Well,
you.
thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Very good.
Yeah.
Again, Sensory Sundays at Shades of Color Hair and Nail Salon in Cedar Point, 1102 Cedar Point, just next to Molly Maid. You'll see their cars out there. Call for reservations or more information, 252 764 2343.